Hello, good people. Hello, and welcome back to another car conversation or episode of Make America Think Again with Vaughn, depending upon whether or not you can see my face or just hear my voice. Welcome to you all. No matter how you are tuning in, welcome. Okay, so this was going to be really quick because this is just a brief update of what has just transpired no, not today, in the past couple of days, So today, information was released that Tom Homan, the border czar, mushmouth is what I call him, that he was actually under investigation under the previous administration, under the Biden administration. And for what you ask? For bribery. People, now they had undercover agents, but he was taking or accepting $50,000 from folks, basically as a bribe to guarantee that if Felon 47 got in office, that he would connect them with government contracts. So setting up people and their companies for government contracts if their administration got in, and he was receiving $50,000 a pop. And he was under investigation by the previous administration. But of course, once Felon 47 won, they squashed all that. This is one of the reasons why people have concerns about Kash Patel being over the FBI, because what Kash Patel has done and has been ordered to do is to pull the majority of the FBI off of cases like this and switch them over to immigration. So a lot of cases like this and other child sex cases, child trafficking, drugs, all of that kind of stuff, they are not getting investigated because the majority of the FBI, and when I say this is because there are like 13,000 agents across America, and I believe out of that 13,000, it's close to 3,000 that were pulled specifically to be put on immigration. So the FBI is running thin on people who would investigate this other stuff, and they shut this investigation down. But this is what Mushmouth was doing right before Felon 47 got into office, accepting bribes and getting things set up for when they got in office to give out all his little buddies and his little friends and cronies government contracts so they could all get paid. They're all getting paid. They are literally all making money. They're making the middle class and everyone else poor, okay? Taking all the life-sustaining resources away. It's the survival of the fittest. I told you that is the environment they're trying to create, the survival of the fittest, and making sure all their buddies, all their friends get either paid or get tax breaks. Okay, so moving along. Gavin Newsom today signed that bill that I talked to you about in regards to masks. So in California, law enforcement cannot mask up, with the exception of undercover SWAT, and then if you have just a medical mask. But none of that covering your whole face, none of those neck gaiter things, all that shit has to cease because he signed that bill. And then lastly, the Oversight Committee brought in Acosta this week to question him about the Epstein files. Now, they have said that they sat with Acosta for 6 hours, and the man basically told them nothing. Here's what you really need to know. We knew that was going to happen, but here are two key things that you need to know. He showed up, he appeared with, now Acosta, you know, he's an attorney, but he showed up in his little camp of attorneys and other folks. He showed up with the attorney who is a friend of Felon 47, but also represented Kirk and also represented Manafort. You remember Manafort from the first trial run with Felon 47? Paul Manafort? Yes. That attorney showed up with Acosta. And it is suspected that he showed up to make sure that Acosta, you know, stayed on message and didn't say the wrong things. It is suspected by folks on the committee that he was to be the babysitter for Acosta. So Acosta didn't talk too much, and he was sent by Felon 47. Also, here's one thing that Acosta did admit to. Acosta did say that Felon 47 could release the Epstein files at any time if he wanted to. Okay, which is contrary to what Kash Patel said when he was in front of both the Senate and the House of Representatives this past week. He kept talking about, well, the courts have some restrictions. No, Felon 47 could give the word and the Epstein files could be released. And Acosta admitted that this week in front of the Oversight Committee. So let's see what happens, because I believe the Oversight Committee, the members on that committee are going to keep on pushing. Jasmine Crockett, Garcia, there's another woman who's really good too. I can't think, well, actually two more. Two women, other women that are really good as well on this committee. So I'll keep you posted, but yeah, keep your ear to the street, because I don't know how this thing is going to go down with Mushmouth, but something needs to happen to Mushmouth. He is taking bribes and setting folks up for all these contracts. So all that money that's in the big, beautiful, or big BS bill, all his friends are getting money off of that ICE money. And Tom Homan started lining them up before this administration even got in office. All right. And Gavin Newsom just made us a little more safer in California. So thank you, Gavin Newsom. I love my governor, love him. All right. I'll talk to you everyone soon. Bye.